Oh, yes. All right. It is my favourite time of the week because it is on Air Acoustic time. And as one artist, Elton John, is coming to the end of his career, I'm so excited to have Sisi Alexander here, who's at the very start of her career. Welcome along.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, honestly, since the first moment I heard your song, I was having you on here. It was like I just had you. That was like, that's it. You're on, and I'm so excited that you are here. I want to start with your name, Sisi, because you said something to me just before we came on air.
Yeah.
Quite a cute. Where that name came from, because obviously a lot of people have stage names. So where did your one come from?
Yeah, sure. So the stage name doesn't have to do with my real name at all, actually. Sisi is a nickname that my vocal teacher gave to me in the past. We were doing singing and also a little bit of acting. It was like a group class, and she gave all of us like a certain nickname, because that would kind of help us evolve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's quite
like
interesting, that.
An interesting idea,
Yeah, no, that is a really interesting idea. So, like, you started, like, your music career, like, very young. I believe you started, what, like 6 years old playing piano?
I did, yeah. I was 6 years old. That's only because my mom is a piano teacher, so I grew up with a lot of, like, classical music in the house and everything, so... at some point, I had to start as well.
It's one thing I'm always interested in, because some people, like... Most people who play an instrument have always got that kind of background of like my mum and dad, either how like we're teachers or they're in a band themselves or something. Whereas I've just picked up a guitar recently and I'm going to self-teach myself. Well, I might have to have lessons, I'm not sure, but it's always interesting to see. So your mum was a piano teacher. I mean, you're always going to be destined to play the piano. Then how long did it take you? It must have just been like bang, done.
I started playing with her, let's say, at 6 years old, but starting from 7, I actually started studying it, and I did 8 years of classical piano and music theory as well. But then I had to go to high school, and that's when I stopped a little bit, and I thought, like, are there any other options? Like, my parents starting to ask me, like, do you really want to do music, or do you want, you're not interested in doing something more serious? And I had kind of like a 4 years break from music. I still continued with the singing, but I didn't consider it for the future.
See, having like your mum as a piano teacher, that would be, for me, like, she would be the number one supporter of that. Like, no, you can definitely do it, because I'm making money out of music. Like, why can't you? Like, why can't you go like a step further than maybe she did? But it's so you say you were in high school. What made you kind of go, ooh, maybe it's like doubt yourself?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe because my colleagues were all talking about different options. My parents were encouraging me as well to do something else. But my mom, exactly like you said, she supported me all the time. And, both my parents wanted me to do the thing that I love. And then when I was sure that I wanted to do music and study it, that's when... I just let them know about it, and they encouraged me and supported me. Yeah.
That's nice, because is that when you went, because you studied at National University of Bucharest for music or something?
Exactly.
Like that sounds incredible to me. Is it as incredible as it sounds?
It is. It's the Conservatory from Romania of music, and I had a whole, like, a big exam and everything. I had to write 3 songs to get in. I had a music theory exam as well, and I had to prepare for that because, I was coming from the 4 years break,
okay.
And I kind of forgot everything, let's say, but I had an amazing teacher during the last year of high school who helped me a lot. And I got in, and I was actually the 6th one that got in from the whole students. Yeah.
Do you have to audition to get into something like that?
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many people auditioned? Do you know?
I don't really remember.
Just say a massive number.
Yeah.
Just say a huge number and be like, yeah, no, I was one of those. So, where did you get your songwriting degree from? Was that
No, I
request?
actually, that's the funny story with it because I didn't finish it, unfortunately. I did almost 3 years and then I moved to London.
Okay.
Yeah, because I met my boyfriend who was living here already, and we started the whole thing. And I knew that London would give me more possibilities regarding music. So, it was like a quick decision, but at the same time, I thought really well about what London can bring me, and I don't regret it.
Oh, that's awesome. So
yeah.
Did you study anything in London?
This is in London at BIM. I finished my songwriting degree because I did the same thing.
Okay.
And now, this summer, I'm actually finishing my master's.
Oh my word! You just sound like you're just like made to study music. Like you started at 6 years old, and now you just keep on going and going and going. Like what else? What is there anything else in music that you want to study?
Well, I really loved it, and I want to have the knowledge and everything. So, yeah.
I feel like you've got that. I feel like you've got that nailed down, like more than anyone I've probably met recently in music.
Thank you.
So I meet a lot of people, like obviously in music, that come from maybe somewhere like Romania, like Italy, Germany, and even further like America and Australia. What is it that brings musicians to London? Like you go, yeah, this is the place to be.
I think the idea that London has some of the most famous musicians, and it's just a great. You think of London and you think of a lot of opportunities, not only in music, in everything in general. But for me, I felt like this is the right thing to do. So, yeah.
Well, it's definitely working for you, isn't it? It's definitely working for you. Am I right in thinking as well that your first ever live show was at the $500,000 Putney?
Yeah.
So you will be loved by the Southwest London community for that. How was that?
It was scary, but it was amazing at the same time. It was actually a showcase that I did, and I had a lot of people coming, and that's where I met my label, who I'm working with at the moment. Yeah. As I said, it was scary because I didn't have that much experience like performing. It was my first time performing with a band.
Wow.
And I loved it, but at the same time, I don't really remember most of the time like what I did on the stage and everything because I was so nervous. But now, like going back and I see it differently. Like it was part of my experience. I had to do it and to learn from it, and
I think it's always like that though, isn't it? Like the first sort of thing you ever do, like even like my first show coming on radio, it was like, oh my God, like, you got like, excitement, you've got nerves, you've got everything like
Definitely.
all in thing. But now I look back, and when was that? That was like September, October. And now I'm here, comfortable. You've seen me before, like when thing. I'm excited for it now, and I guess it's all part of the journey.
Of course.
And it's such an exciting thing to have the journey. It's not just in entertainment. You have journeys and everything. But so how did you find the $500,000 Putney? Because so many artists from obviously Southwest London play there. It feels like it's a very like once you've played it, it's like people just seem to just love that place. Like.
Yeah, it was kind of like a really intimate atmosphere, people were all like sitting at the tables with the candles and everything, and they were listening. And I had a lot of people coming, so it was great for me to be there and to see everyone. So yeah.
So basically you smashed it. Well done. Right, so you are here, and this is your first ever radio. As well, so I'm very. I can say I'm very happy to be part of your journey. I've been the first ever radio presenter to interview. So you're here for your brand new album.
Yes.
What is it called?
It's called Heat of the Moment, just like my first single.
Okay, so how comes you've called your album the same as your single?
Well, first of all, Heat of the Moment. It's the first track of the album, and I thought the name would work. But at the same time, I thought about the meaning of Heat of the Moment, like what it means for me, actually. And I think it's like my album, I think it's like a collection of songs and moments in my life where I kind of acted in the heat of the moment, let's say, with every decision that I made and all of that stuff. And I think it worked. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it's a lovely little thing. Heat of the moment. And when I got sent that song, Heat of the Moment, I get obviously lots of submissions. That one for me was next level. Like I played half of it, and then my girlfriend jumped in the car. And then she listened to it, and then we had to go back to the start, and we were listening to it. And every time we are in the car, we listen to it. Honestly, it's like,
it's like
one of our songs now, me and my girlfriend.
Oh, thank you.
And she's like a professional dancer,
wow.
she loves a bit of a choreography at the moment because she's coming to the end of her dance career.
That's amazing.
And this song and her choreography is like next level.
Wow.
Like, she's loving this. So you've created a lot of happiness from not just
sharing.
myself, but also my girlfriend. So I think that does get us quite nicely on to our first performance from yourself. Let's have Heat of the Moment.
Truth is, I like it. Being on my own's what I wanted. Forgot about it, I let it go. I'm happy, I'm better, knowing he's not here and I'll never be the same as suddenly I see you. But something keeps telling me that it's wrong. Feel like I want you, but I just do cause I'm alone. Cause it's the heat of the moment that makes me feel this way. Sometimes I can't even notice how you get in my head, but I can't wait until it hits me again, feeling my body explode again. Cause it's the heat of the moment, heat of the moment. Move it away, move it away, move it away, move it away. Shake it away, shake it away. Wrong turn, just so right. There you got me feeling like you and I, we will collide. It's way too soon, but I feel like I belong to you, and no one else has made me feel the way that you do. Oh, tell me, what can I do? Something keeps telling me that it's wrong. Feel like I want you, but I just do cause I'm alone. Cause it's the heat of the moment that makes me feel this way. Sometimes I can't even notice how you get in my head, but I can't wait until it hits me again, feeling my body explode again. Cause it's the heat of the moment, heat of the moment. Don't stop the way you make me feel, I'll do whatever you like, I'll do it all, I'll do it for ya. Don't stop the way you make me feel, I'll do whatever you like, I'll do it all, I'll do it for ya. You made me feel, oh wow, I'll do it all for ya. Cause it's the heat of the moment that makes me feel this way. Sometimes I can't even notice how you get in my head, but I can't wait until it hits me again, feeling my body explode again. Cause it's the heat of the moment, heat of the moment. Move it away, move it away, move it away, move it away. Shake it away, shake it away. Yeah.
Well, you can see where your songwriting degree is coming. My word. I mean, that song is just absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's just, like I said, like some of my girlfriends and mine's favourite songs, and we're not just saying that, it really is. Okay, so how did that song come about?
Oh, so this song, like all the other songs from my album, actually, they've all been written like 4 years ago, maybe even 5 or something like
wow.
that. So that's a really long time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a moment in time that, I happened to fall in love and experience that feeling and everything. It's more like a fun song. It doesn't really have a deep message in it. So yeah.
Because I mean, it's worth the wait for that song. I will tell you that. So you have that's a music video as well for that, isn't there?
Yeah.
That is one hell of a music video, by the way.
Thank you.
You can dance.
Well, that's funny because I used to hate dancing. So it's, everything that I'm doing right now is very new to me. But, recently I discovered this enthusiasm that I have for different things. So I thought, why not try to...
Just throw yourself in.
Yeah.
Whatever comes your way, just throw yourself in. What's it like, though, doing a music video, like, for your song? Like, all of a sudden, like, it's 5 years in the making of this song. You then release a song, but then you also get a music video out of it. That must feel like incredible.
That was amazing, but I think it all took time. Even with the album, it has maybe like 2 years since it's been finished. I know it's a bit weird, I guess, but we needed to take the time and to find the right people to release it with and to plan everything, even with the music videos.
That's a great message to have, actually, to other artists, that not to rush the process. Like, take your time and have it exactly how you want it. That is a really good message to have.
I do encourage that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. Now, your album, the Heat of the Moment album, was recorded in 2 very special places.
It was actually recorded at Metropolis Studios only, but then I think what you want to say is the Abbey Road Studio. No, that's actually, it wasn't for this album.
Oh.
We also recorded an acoustic EP with 4 of the songs from the album, but that's coming a little bit later. But no, the album was...
a little exclusive there.
Yeah.
So, Abbey Road Studios, was that the first time you went in there?
It was actually, yes. It was an incredible experience. It was amazing just to be there and to work with some amazing people. And
I always say to people, like, I've been in Abbey Road Studios. I always say, you can't explain that feeling. Like, when you walk in, it's like you just have to experience it for yourself. It's like a real mad energy and just this, like,
it's a lot of history and everything.
My word, I think it's probably like one of the coolest places
Definitely.
I've ever been in London. So what's so different about Abbey Road Studios and the Metropolis Studios? What was different about those ones? Because I don't know much about the Metropolis. Is it Metropolis? Is that
Metropolis,
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't even say it.
Yes, that's how you say it. That's how I say it, Metropolis Studios.
I think you're right. I'm going to go with you. So what's the difference? Is that the same? Because I don't know anything about that studios.
It's not...
Is it new?
It's not a new one, no.
Okay.
It's... I don't really know. Are you talking about the comparison between the two?
Yeah, like what's the kind of like difference between it? Like, why did you do acoustic in Abbey Road Studios and why did you do the album in that one?
Because of the producer, who I've worked with on the album. His name is Tom Nichols. He's an amazing producer, and he works at both places, Metropolis and Abbey Road. I didn't get to spend so much time at Abbey Road, so I don't know exactly what to say about it. I've just been there for 1 day, but at Metropolis I've been many times because that's where we recorded the album. We had a lot of sessions, and
How long does it take to record? How many songs are on your album?
There's 10 songs.
10 songs. 10 songs. So how long would that take to do 10 songs?
Again, it was maybe it took a little bit of more time than we expected because we had, like, I don't really remember, a few days that we met, but those days were in different months, different weeks, different months. Like, I remember we started maybe working on it around September or October, and we listened to the final versions of the songs in May.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of a long time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we needed to build this whole concept. So again, it's okay, it's good. The idea that we took the time to analyze everything and to make something out of it.
I love that. I love how you're so like patient with it all. Like you're not just one of these people who just wants to rush and be like, no, I need to get out there. You're one of these people who's like, no, this is exactly how we want to do things, and this is how we're going to do it. I love that. So you've got another song to sing.
I do, yes.
And this is from the album.
Yes, it's actually I'm singing the first track and the last track.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. This is called Till I Love Myself. It's a little bit personal. It's one of the most personal songs that I've written so far.
Okay.
It's got a nice story behind, I think. But yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
Sure.
We'll have the performance first. I can't wait.
Me, and that's where I lost myself. Visions kind of blurry, hoping for the best. I won't try to hide it forever. I won't try to blame it on you. After all this time, baby, I realized the truth. I'm no good. You know me too well, and I can't love you till I love myself, till I love myself, till I love myself. Coming to my senses, feels like I've lost it all. Times that I'm upset, I realize it's not your fault. I won't try to hide it forever. I won't try to blame it on you. But after all this time, baby, I realize the truth. I'm no good. You know me too well, and I can't love you till I love myself. Till I love myself. Till I love myself. No, don't know what to do. I just can't decide. I wish that life would have told me how to fly. Oh, baby, I know that I will be strong, and someday I will come. I'll be yours, baby. I'm no good. You know me too well, and I can't love you till I love myself. Till I love myself. Till I love myself.
My word, that was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so
I mean,
much.
that was really, really beautiful. My word, I was just sort of sat there going, don't go, like, don't go on your own radio show. I can tell that would come from a very, very personal place. How easy is it to release music coming from such a personal place?
I guess I'm just about to find out.
Oh no!
So I'm not sure, but you know, I'm definitely more comfortable now to be more vulnerable, you know, and to really show myself just the way I am. It took me a lot of time to get here, but you know, I'm just really happy that I can finally get to do it. So yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, so how long was that song written ago? You're saying, like, was that the same as Devon's 4 or 5 years ago?
So this was actually the last song that I wrote.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years, something like this. Maybe 3.
Oh wow.
I don't really remember.
So do you know,
but
like, when it takes, like, you know, say you wrote that 3 years ago, do you ever feel like you want to release it 3 years on, like, because like your mindset or your situation's changed? Where you're like, actually, no, I don't really feel like that anymore. Like, do you know what I mean?
Of course, I was really excited and I couldn't wait for it anymore, but I had to. Like, of course, I wanted to release everything then, because it would have worked more with my situation before, with the moment that I was in life back then, you know. But I'm really happy and thankful and grateful that I get to do it now. And in the end of the day, it just remains like a collection of moments, you know, all these songs and the whole album that I once lived, and it still lives with me.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy that you're releasing this album. When is the album being released?
I think somewhere late July or August, something like this.
This is exciting. Yeah. So where can people find you where they'll know when it's dropped? What's your sort of socials?
So it's Sisi _Alexander on Instagram, and you know, that's just my name on every other social media.
And that's SISI for anyone who's wondering.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that is 3:30, which means that is it for today. I feel like I go on ages and ages, but unfortunately the time is up. So all I can say is just massive thank you for yourself to come in. 2 beautiful performances, and I wish you all the very best in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.